will be me talking about AdoptADrain. So since I didn't introduce myself earlier, hi everybody, I'm Jesse. I'm on the Code for San Francisco organizing team, but I also helped work on this project called AdoptADrain over the past year and a half or so. So yeah, I'm going to tell you all a little bit about it. Oh, yes. No video this time. Sorry. So yeah, what is the problem that we're trying to solve here? So the problem we're trying to solve here is basically flooding from obstructed storm drains. So you can see here on the left what can happen if a storm drain gets obstructed by debris like leaves or other things that sort of wash down and cover up the storm drain. You've probably stepped in a puddle by accident. You've personally experienced this. And so if it gets really bad, we can see some firemen trying to clear a storm drain there. And then if it gets really bad, they bring in this giant truck that's basically a huge wet vac that sort of like reaches in and sucks all of the debris out of the storm drain. And if it gets really, really, really bad, it gets infested by it. I'm told. I haven't actually read the book or watched the miniseries, but people tell me it's about a community that didn't clear their storm drains, and then Pennywise the clown moved in. So how can we prevent it from infesting SF's storm drains? By adopting them and helping keep them clear. So that is basically the focus of AdoptADrain. So AdoptADrain is a volunteer program for all local San Franciscans to help keep storm drains in their area, maybe near their homes or their businesses, clean. To help reduce flooding. It was developed as a brigade project in concert with, or as a fork of a Code for America project, AdoptADrain, and in partnership with the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. So AdoptADrain is a project that was launched in Boston where people will adopt hydrants in their community and essentially shovel them out when it snows so that emergency responders don't need to spend precious seconds or minutes shoveling out fire hydrants in order to respond to emergencies. So we basically took that project, forked it, sort of customized it for San Francisco. And so yeah, so this is basically what it looks like. It's a web application where you can go on, you log in basically, and then you can adopt storm drains. And then by adopting them, you're basically pledging that you'll help keep them clean when it rains, especially during the rainy season like this past winter, which I assume we'll have again this upcoming winter as well, to just try to help keep them clean and take care of our communities. You can also find more information about what it means to adopt a drain and how you can keep them clean, all via this website. So I won't demo it here since I think we're a lack of time, but I will talk about what has changed over the last 6 months. So I gave a demo of this, some of you might remember, about 6 months ago in December. So I just wanted to share how the project has grown since then. So as of May, as of today, we have 1,569 drains adopted, which is 6.3%, which I think is awesome. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's basically 1 in 20 storm drains in San Francisco that have been adopted. There's about 25,000 storm drains total. These have been adopted by 965 registered users. It is now supported by the San Francisco Department of Technology, which, in addition to many other things, sort of helps other departments within the city with their digital services. So they have started contributing to AdoptADrain, which is awesome. Just recently, we rolled in a feature to automatically keep the data set up to date. So we had initially done one export. This is all open data. That's how this project started. But to try to keep this data up to date, one thing that this project helped highlight was that the data set wasn't completely accurate. So people were reporting by calling 311 about drains that either existed on the street and weren't on the map, or were on the map and not on the street. So through this, we can help curate this data set and make it more accurate, but we weren't feeding that data back into AdoptADrain. So we are doing that now to try to keep that map up to date. So where are we going? So a couple of things we would like to do is increase engagement through interaction of these storm drains. So for example, maybe reporting when you've cleaned your drain, just to sort of increase the feedback cycle. Right now, you log on, you adopt the drain, and a lot of the sort of interaction happens outside of AdoptADrain. So a lot of it's via mailing lists or other sort of notifications that get sent to drain adoptees. I think it'd be really cool to identify flood-prone areas, if we can do that in the city, and maybe highlight those on the map somehow so that it'll encourage people to adopt those storm drains. And then, of course, we always want to increase drain adoption. So if you have ideas around any of these, I'd love to talk to you. So project needs. User research right now to identify, for example, how we can increase engagement or increase the number of drain adoptees, make the user experience better. And of course, we always need more drain adopters. So if you do nothing else, you can go home and adopt the storm drains that are outside of your house. And if you do that, you might get your picture with Ed Lee. I can't promise anything, but these people did. So if you're interested, you can join our Slack organization, c4sf.me/Slack, and there's an AdoptADrain channel in there. So I'll just leave this up. I just wanted to give special thanks to a number of individuals, especially Jean Walsh, who's in the back there. You want to wave, Jean? She's taking a picture. There we are. So Jean works for the SFPUC, and without her, this project would not have happened. So really owe a lot to her. And she helps run the program from the PUC side, so like organizing events and what have you. Jason Lally and DataSF, Jesse Borisak, former Code for SF captain, now the City of Boston. And then James Fowler of SF Department of Technology has been doing contributing, and then of course everybody on the individual contributors and the original implementers. So with that, I'm at time, so I will take questions. Cool, thank you.
This isn't a question, it's a comment, but sure. The San Francisco Public Utilities Commission made a video about the AdoptADrain, and it won an award. Yeah. And if you go on our Facebook page, you can find the link to the video.
Awesome. Thank you, Alan.
Okay, so do you have certain individuals who adopt a lot of drains who do this like markedly more than most?
More than others. That is a good question. We have the data to answer that question. I don't know off the top of my head, but that is a good question. I'll have to take a look and see.
If you volunteer for this, do you get training on how to clean those drains?
Yeah, so the PUC has programs throughout the year where they basically volunteer programs for this programs for volunteers of AdoptADrain, where you can go and get equipment like safety vests, gloves, all that, and then they'll teach you how you should be clearing the drains. Cool. I think Jason's back there.
Thank you. Great work. Do you have any sense of how many other communities have not only forked your project, but also the AdoptAHydrant?
Yeah, so the Adopta community has grown a lot. So we forked AdoptADrain, but there's a number of other Adopta projects. There's an AdoptADrain in Oakland. There's Adopta Storm Siren in Hawaii. And it's sort of across the country, people have been forking this. We did, Code for Durham has forked our fork to launch their own AdoptADrain program in Durham. Which has been pretty awesome. We actually had a call with them a couple of weeks ago just to talk about experiences with launching in SF, so they can sort of learn from that with both people from the city and people from the brigade. So it's been really cool to see the community grow around that.
Hey.
Yes. Hi, Jude.
Have you guys considered maybe using machine learning to identify those places where drains have historically, or where there will likely be floods in the future?
No, we haven't yet, but I think that would be a really cool thing to do. Yeah, we should talk after this. But yeah, I think that would be a really cool thing to highlight in the app.
And also to profile those adopters who are more prolific,
adopted a lot of drains. That's a good idea. Thank you. Cool. Do we have one more, maybe? Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, last question.
I was just going to ask if you guys were planning on putting inflatable it clowns in drains, either during Halloween or during April Fools.
Yeah, it's like a guerrilla marketing tool, yeah.
to raise awareness for the problem.
I like that. No, that's a good idea, though. Thank you. Cool. Awesome. All right, well, thank you. That was a lot of good questions.